Hello everyone, this is Annette Stanton. I hope you're having an inspirational day. Today I want to talk about changing directions. And I was speaking to a young business owner, solo business owner, who talked about pivoting and pivoting inside her business. Doing all the research that was required in regard to that pivot, the need in the market. And yes, there was all the signals. It was all green light, let's go. This is the way to go. And I could see it in her eyes today that, to her expression of, I thought this was it. And it just hasn't taken off in the way that I thought it was going to. So I want to talk about that for a moment. Can you relate to that? I certainly can, after I've been the brand all my life. And I want to talk about what it takes, especially when you're the brand and you have an idea, a passion, a business that you want to create. And you're stepping into that unknown. And the key here is, how do you trust your deep knowing inside that is calling you in that direction? So you move in that direction of opening your business, setting it all up, creating the business plan, listening into the market, getting it all ready to go. And then all of a sudden there's this white space. Like, where to from here? And that can cause all sorts of self-doubt, concern, questioning of your own vision. Did I hear my own intuitive calling right? Yeah. Did I trust the market too much? Whatever it might be for you. Yeah. Concerned about the financials, concerned about, how do I bring all my strengths and my gifts and my talents together in a way that I can be of service to the world? And I don't feel like, what was the woman saying today? She felt a little bit of a failure, so to speak. And I assured her that a lot of it right now is an inside job, because it sounded like she'd been focusing on the outside a lot. And at the same time, she believed in doing the inner work. But I can tell you, the inner work will take you to a deeper, and in my case, I realized a deeper spiritual awakening. And a spiritual awakening to me is gaining greater consciousness and the depths at another level that you haven't even engaged in yet, with yourself, with your ideal market, that's going to allow the manifestation of the business to take shape without you feeling like you have to sell your soul. Push, drive, market it, put it out there. I'm going crazy. Which way is it going? Yeah, been there, done that, okay? So when you're in that position, this has been my personal experience and the experience of all the clients and thousands of clients that I've worked with over the years. Whenever going through any transition, by the way, whether it's your own career path, marriage, setting up a new business, whatever it might be, writing a book, the greatest lessons of awakening are inside this transition. Every time, if you fight it, if you make it wrong, if your self-talk comes in and you notice the self-doubt coming in and you notice you're questioning, right? Or you're looking out there at what everyone else is doing. Sure, look at the competitors, but are you noticing, and comparing? Because if you are, then you're going to lose your path. You're going to lose that intuitiveness, that instinctual. Now, that's if you've had that in the first place. Or did your idea come from here up? This is where I want to be. This is where I should be. This is how I get ahead. So if you're in your head trying to work out how to get ahead, it's very limited. You will only get so far. You will drive yourself crazy and you will start to feel a sense of self-doubt, anxiety, frustration, overwhelm. You can even go into depression, all sorts of things, and you'll spiral down, okay? And the only way to go is to go inwards. And one of the great tools that I have always used all my life, being very much a head strategic person, to keep me coming down, come down, hear down, Listen in. Was journal write, meditate, things like that. Really, really important so that you can stay listening in to your intuitive voice, which is the inner small whispering voice trying to get your attention. But if you're too busy looking out there or comparing yourself to others or getting caught up looking at social media, then your mind is just going to go all over the place. And then you'll probably have too many ideas that you won't even hear the inner voice that's whispering to you, move in this direction, take this step, like now. Yeah. And it's a moment by moment by moment experience. Even though you have the bigger picture and the vision of where you know you want to be, ultimately it's who are you being now? What are the values that are important now? What are the foundations that are important now? Not just the systems in the business, but also the personal foundations of yourself. Personal foundations are all about how do you maintain being in alignment as your true self. What are the ways, and I'll give you some examples in a moment, what are the ways that you can maintain your own personal foundation so that you stay in alignment with your higher vision and purpose? And if you're grounded, then you will intuitively tap into that inner voice. Moment by moment, moment by moment. So my motto is I trust my intuitive flow throughout the day. You can take that one too if you like, right? Now, it's the same with business foundations, having business foundations, but it stems from the personal foundations. And from the personal foundations, you get to know who you truly are, what's important to you, how do you want to put yourself out there in the world, what modalities are calling you forward. And then you'll know what I like to call your creative marketing plan. You'll know where you want to put that out into the world. And it'll be moment by moment. But if you have this whole big to-do list, I must do this and I have to do that. And yes, I've got to go on LinkedIn and I've got to do videos and I've got to do, write the book and I've got to do the next blog article and, right? Now, if you're called to do those things, they will come in moment by moment and you will start to feel a flow. But you've got to feel the flow first before it becomes a foundation, which becomes a routine. Got it? But if you're telling yourself, oh yeah, I really want to do that, and I've been meaning to do that for years, it's not your flow. You're just putting pressure on yourself, okay? And it's not divine timing because it's always about divine timing, everything, right? So that you can capture the evolution of your growth, of your business growth, of the direction it's meant to go, okay? Been through many a different evolving phases of my business pathway over the last 30 plus years, especially being the brand as yourself and your passion, when you're passionate in your self-expression, because ultimately that's what we're here to do on this planet. We are here to express our natural strengths, gifts and talents on this planet in whatever modality that is inside a vocation of your choice. That's pretty much it. Yeah? And it's called service, being of service to the world. It's not a big thing that's out there. It's something that is in you that you're being guided. So I heard someone talk the other day about this very thing, and they were talking about how they felt like they had to, literally, they said, I've got to make more money, so I'll stay in this job until right? Now, I'm not saying don't stay in the job if that's what you enjoy. All right. Now, yes, we all need cash flow to look after, families and pay the bills and have a roof over our head and food on the table and so forth. We need that. But if that's all you're focusing in on, and if you're focusing in on based on survival, then that's what you're going to continue to attract, and you'll continue to be that in your way of life. So your actions will marry that up. But let's build a bridge. Build a bridge from where you are now to where you want to be, where you know you're being called, so that you feel safe, so that you feel like you're stretching yourself, but you're not jumping in a way that you know that you don't have a net, a foundational net. Yeah? So these are the sorts of things that I absolutely love, having a courageous conversations. They're all transformational conversations I have with my clients every day. And if that's something that you would like to know more about, you would like to pivot, you're in a transitional mode, then give me a call. We can have a conversation about this. I offer a free discovery coaching session, and see how we can work together. That'd be great. I'd love to hear more about what you're being called forward to do, so that you can trust that inner voice, that inner vision that you know is opening up, being your true self. I'll leave it there. Thank you. I'm Annette Stanton. Have an inspirational day, won't you? Bye for now.